Hey everybody, how are you tonight? So I'm going to be reading a little bit out of the book called The Message. I have something really cool to share with you. So tonight I had some major ahas, and I've been praying to ask God specific things, and he totally gave me the answers. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. This will help so many people. So, okay, I'm going to read you this part. In this book, The Message, he had an out-of-body experience, and he's back to life to share it. So I wanted to share this part with you. Okay, so one of my clients, Amber Goody, actually has done sessions with me, soul healing sessions, and she brought me this book. She said she felt guided to give it to me. And I don't know why, but it took me a while to open it up and read it, like a couple months. And so I've been reading it, and you guys, oh my gosh. Okay, I just want you to understand how much your guardian angels are in your life, and it is so cool. Okay, so it says, oh, Grandpa, it's good to see you. So this is when he's crossed over to the other side and experiencing the other side. It's great to see you, Lance. We've been anxiously waiting for your visit. He stepped back and took a look at me. You look good. I can see your dad's characteristics in you. I've enjoyed helping you and your family so much over the past years. I appreciated his assessment, but his final sentence caught my interest. What do you mean by that, Grandpa? How have you helped us? Oh, Lance, you'd be surprised at how involved all of us are in your lives, he responded. It's really quite exciting. We'll see you more, it's really quite exciting. We'll show you more about it and how it works in a while. Randy looked at me with a smile. In most cases, Lance, when you pray to God for help, it is your dead relatives, loved ones who are sent by God to help you in answering your prayers. Thus, we weld links and bonds of love within family forever. Oh my gosh, that hit me so strong. Okay, back to reading. The family is the central and eternal unit of society. His words carried a powerful feeling of truth. It felt so right. Who would love you more and desire to help you more than your family and your closest friends? And so those relatives of yours who have lived righteous lives can be used as ministering servants by God to assist those children who are still in mortality. We serve you, and you serve us. It is the mode of heaven. It's incredible, I said. It's as if they are angels sent to help us. Yes, it is, Randy agreed. Okay, so when I was reading this, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I have been praying. Okay, so I do soul healing sessions, and in the sessions, okay, I got trained through Body Code and Simply Healed, and then I completely stopped doing energy work because I was just listening to how somebody taught me to do it, and I was over it. Like, it wasn't true to me. So I completely threw it out the door, which I love those modalities. They just weren't for me. Mostly because I had to listen to my own intuition and my own internal gifts. So this is going to teach you all something, so stay present. So then I let go of it for a while, and then I would be driving early in the morning, and I would see myself helping hundreds of people, like often. And so it was just like I had a lot of clients, and I was helping them heal and being a conduit of light for Christ. And I would see this image, and it would be early in the morning. I was not thinking about this as I was driving home at 5 a.m. I was thinking about going back to bed or having to help my other kids get up for school in like less than an hour. And so during this time, it was like information was coming to me. Okay, now listen to this. Okay, first of all, in my out-of-body experience, I saw that we have guardian angels around us all the time and that they're here to help us. And I knew this to be true, and I didn't hear it. They like said it through your mind. So anyways, they like talk through your mind. So right here it says, basically his grandfather was talking to him with his mouth, and then he started talking to him within like, what's the word? I don't know what the word is, but basically it's where you telepathically. And so they stopped finally talking through the mouth and started talking telepathically, and he said they did that so that they didn't shock him so much. So when I was in my out-of-body experience, they literally talked telepathically to me, And I saw that all the guardian angels were here to help us all the time, and all we had to do was call upon them. And so it was almost like I saw that we didn't just have to pray to God, we could ask for our angels. Well, little did I know, and this just taught me directly, as soon as you pray, God sends your angels. It's like there is order, and he sends your angels to help you. So even cooler, in my sessions, okay, so let me read this. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Let's see where it says. When you live as a spirit before you were born into mortality, you had many talents and capabilities that you have now forgotten. In time, these will come back to your memory. For the moment, though, don't worry about it, explained Randy. They will come. Okay, you guys, it's like, this is what I want you to pay attention to. Whenever I say, does your inner voice speak to you? Whenever I do soul purpose sessions with people, one of the questions I ask them is, does your inner voice speak to you? And if so, what does it say? Your inner voice is like when I was driving down the road and all of a sudden I would see myself helping people heal, and I was being this conduit of light for Christ. And it completely threw me. It threw me because I wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't like asking for anything like that. And it just kind of came. So it's that. It's literally like it just comes to you when you're not expecting it. And it's like a memory of a gift you have or something. And it's just like an aha. So let's see. Okay, so that's what I want you guys to remember, or to be waiting for, is basically it says, when you lived as a spirit before you were born into mortality, you had many gifts and capabilities, but you have now forgotten them. So what have you forgotten? That's what I want you guys to go with it and find out, because I've been able to figure that out, and it's so amazing. So anyways, I've been asking God in my sessions. I get shown certain things, and I see that everybody's guardian angels from them come in to help heal. And now I understand why, and to the depth of what they're doing, because they have the ability from the other side. I always see Christ, and then I see all of their guardian angels from every person I'm helping with a session. And so it's me with my faith. I call upon God and I ask, can you help them heal? Then I believe that he will help them heal. And in the gifts of the Spirit, in the scriptures, it talks about the gift of faith, the gift to perform mighty miracles, the gift to heal, the gift to be healed. And these are all for anybody, can ask for them, but some people have the gift more than another. And so anyways, I was, it like hit me like a ton of bricks. Like when he said that it will come to you, the gift will come to you in your mind. So wait to hear it when whatever comes to you. And it's just like a remembrance, and it's kind of like a shocking, like I remember when I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna be helping that many people. Like it shocked me, but it's taken the burden off me to understand that I'm asking Christ to do it, and he does it. And so anyways, and he totally taught me today that it is within your guardian angels. So that's why I see Christ always appear in my third eye. I see him. And then I see the ancestors from the other side. Well, the reason why I experience that is because they're here to help. They literally, he said, in most cases, Lance, when you pray to God for help, it's the dead relatives and loved ones who are sent by God to answer your prayers. That is why we're welded. That is why we weld links and bonds of love within the family forever. And you guys, when I experienced us having so many guardian angels, I was blown away. Like I remember being like it shocked me. And so sometimes when I'm struggling, like today, I've just had a rougher day, and so I was in the bath, and I didn't really feel that great last night and this morning. And so I was in the bathtub, just like connecting to myself. And as I was in there, I was just praying. And I remember, like, Heavenly Father, can you send my guardian angels to help me and to help me feel better? And then I was just reading this book. And as I was reading it, it was like thing after thing was popping out. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So he taught me that in the session, why I see all your guardian angels, and I ask them, help them heal. It's like I literally see, through my third eye, I see like 50 spirits in a room, and I see them all healing you guys. Like it's the coolest thing to experience. But I never understood the depth of why, or like what was like the details of it. And so it's really cool because I've been asking, like, can you explain to me what it is that goes on in my sessions? I know it does it, but what is it that's happening? And I have faith, an unbelievable amount of faith. And so I ask God, and I know He'll show up. And then that's why I see the guardian angels. He sends guardian angels. So He comes, and I see His hand too. And sometimes I'll see His face and His body, depending on each person. Children, I always see the body, His whole body. And then around it is guardian angels. That's why the guardian angels come. They understand from the other side how to help you guys. And this makes so much sense. I was just like, oh my gosh. So that's why so much transformation can happen, because like having the gift of faith, you guys, even praying on your own and having the gift of faith and asking God, He will literally show up for you. Like you just have to believe, surrender it, ask, and expect, and know He's going to come. And then ask the guardian angels to help you, and He'll send them anyways. And so it was just like so awesome, like in here, like seeing that he saw all of his guardian angels around him. And at first they were like talking with their mouth, and then they started talking telepathy. And he was like, can I do this? And they're like, yeah, you did this before you came to earth. Like this was common. And then hearing, you lived as spirits before you were born into mortality. You had many gifts and talents and capabilities that you have now forgotten. This is why I want people to go within. This is why I want you to quiet yourself, or just pray to God, help me know what it is that are my gifts, and then quiet yourself enough to hear them, to like listen. It might be 5 a.m, how I saw one of mine driving to drill team for my daughter. Now she can drive herself, luckily, because that was a lot. That was hard to constantly get up that early in the morning. But to be driving, and then on the way home to just see, like it was like I just saw. And one of my gifts is the gift of knowing. And so I help people figure out their gifts too. Like a lot of times your gifts will jump out to you once you hear them. Like you'll be like, oh my gosh, that happens to me. And so, but anyway, so one of them is the gift of knowing, and it's just like all of a sudden I have an overwhelming knowing. So that happens to me sometimes, and that happened to me in that moment. And just so I want you guys to just understand, like if you're struggling and going through a hard time like I was today, I want you to remember your guardian angels are around you, and they're here to help you. So just pray to God and ask, can you send my guardian angels and help comfort me and help with this situation? And you can specifically ask for that situation, whatever the situation may be. Call upon them, ask for them, and they will come. And I know this because I saw it. I saw it. This guy who had an out-of-body experience, the message, his name is Lance Richardson. He saw it. And the same thing, like, and so it's just so cool now to understand why I see them show up in my session and exactly what's going on. On the other side, I'm sure they understand so much. Like, you guys, we were born from a heavenly Father and a heavenly Mother, and we have gifts like them. Do you remember them? Like, if we're supposed to become a god and a goddess in the next life, don't you think we should understand in this life how to start doing that? Don't you think we should start tapping into that? God's the ultimate healer. Don't you think we should understand and start to learn that? It's normal, like, or like spiritual or whatever. There's so many gifts, and like we came here to use our bodies, but to also tap into those gifts. And so it's not, I used to think like, oh my gosh, why am I so weird? Why is this so weird? Why do I have to be so different from people? And I've soon to realize, like, no, I'm not. Like, we all have, like, I don't have to feel like I have to hide myself anymore or feel so weird or unique, because all of us are unique. Every single one of us have these specific gifts, different gifts. And each one of you were born with a sole purpose. Each one of you were born to shine in your own way, and nobody will be the same as you. So remember, what did you come here for? Like, what is your purpose? I want you guys to really ponder that and think about that. So in a lot of my other videos on here, I share different empathic gifts. I know not everybody is empathic, but if you are, search through those gifts so you can start to see them. And yeah, so anyhow, it was just like so awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, it just made so much sense. Like your ancestors on the other side, when we on this side call upon them to heal, they heal. Like they show up, you guys. If you can imagine, like if you just think about it, your child coming to you, which is heavenly, us coming to our Heavenly Father. If your child came to you in tears and crying and sad, and they were like, can you help me? Would you be like, no, no way. You would be like, I will do everything in my power to help you. Like, and so that is exactly how Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother are to us. And we are their literal children. So yes, we might be in a mortal body, but we have the same powers we can tap into that they have. And we can call upon them to help us. And so, like God is, like Christ is the ultimate healer, and he can do anything. We just have to ask him and believe in him. So anyhow, I just had to share this because I was like, oh my gosh. So just know that if you're struggling right now, which I know half the world is, today I felt it. Like sometimes it's just hard, and it just can be so overwhelming going through these things. And so as you call upon and you pray, just remember, like, they're around you and they're here to help you, and you can ask for specifics. Say you have a specific situation you're dealing with. Don't be afraid to say, I'm dealing with this and I need help with this situation. Can you help me? Can you help me find the answers? Can you let me know if this is right or wrong? And then wait for the answer. So, okay, I will let you all go. Oh, I think I have. Okay, I don't think I have any questions. Anyway, so I hope you all have a great night. I had to share that because, oh, it's sometimes when you hear like somebody else's out-of-body experience and it's so similar to yours, it's just like, oh my gosh. And even just remembering back to the telepathy, and like it's through your whole being. This is why I remember my out-of-body experience so much, because you it's like ingrained. It's like it was burned in my bosom. Like, and in here it talks about how he talks about how, right here it says, instantly I heard my grandfather's voice in my mind saying to me, we do not need to speak with our mouths. We have done so to make this change somewhat easier for you. We can speak to you through spirit to spirit, and by speaking spirit to spirit, we are able to communicate much more complexly. Thus, you are now experiencing my message to you in multiple senses, not only in your ears. And then it talked about how it literally burned through his soul. Like, this is why my experience changed me as a person, literally changed me so much, because I had to change. I was living with too much fear. I was letting too much fear stop me. I wasn't stepping into my gifts. And then since then, I was like, it was so stressful, feeling like, okay, so I have the gift to help heal. And it just felt like overwhelming to say that, and like almost really uncomfortable. And so I'm like, this is so weird. Well, then I started researching and diving into like the gifts of the spirit, and I had no idea that there was the gift of faith. Well, I knew there was faith, but I didn't understand that somebody could specifically have the gift of faith, or the gift to perform mighty miracles, or the gift to heal. I did not understand that, and that was outside of the priesthood. And so it was like so eye-opening and like made so much sense. So if you feel, when you see somebody and they're struggling, if you hear your inner voice say, I could help them, oh my gosh, I could help them, that is when you know you have a gift like this. Because it's like your soul is saying, you could make a difference in their life. And it isn't me, it's Christ. I am the conduit through him. However, I understand how to tap into him through faith and just call upon him and say, please help him. heal him, like let him experience life the way he's supposed to. And so I just literally could cry, because understanding why the guardian angels show up in the sessions, now I understand the depth of the healing that is going on through Christ, through the guardian angels, through my gift of faith, through the gift of healing, like so much stuff. And it's not just to me, like anybody can call upon God and ask. So it's just so awesome. So anyways, I seriously, Amber Goody was a lifesaver, because I don't know why, but she was supposed to send me this book. I have been asking God. I know my sessions help people, but I do not understand how to explain it logically to people who are so logical. And so can you please help me? Like, help me explain it. And that's when I started understanding the gifts of the Spirit. But then beyond that, understanding, like seeing different things, people will be like, well, what do you experience? Like, what is it like? And so I would just be like, well, I see Christ come in, and I see their guardian angels come in, and then energy, like I just see it flowing out of their feet, and I see it leaving their body. But it was like I understood it, but it's hard to explain. And this analogy just taught me so much as to why the guardian angels come, why we can call upon them, why they're here to help us. If you guys all think that your ancestors on the other side are too busy for you, it is not true. They are so evident in your life. Did you hear the sentence when he said, let's see where it says it. Lance, it's good to see you. We've been looking forward to your arrival. Randy's words caught me by surprise. They had known I was coming. It's wonderful to see you as well, but your words confused me. If you knew I was coming, then if you knew I was coming, then I am really permanently dead. That's not certain. That wasn't the part that I was going to read. Let's see. Oh, Grandpa, it's good to see you. It's great to see you, Lance. We've been anxiously waiting your visit. He stepped back to take a long look at me. You're looking good. I see you look like you have your dad's characteristics in you. I enjoyed helping you and your family so much over the past years. I appreciated his assessment, but his final sentence caught my interest. What do you mean by that, Grandpa? How have you helped us? Oh, Lance, you'll be surprised how involved many of us are in your lives, he responded. It's really quite exciting. We'll show you more as time goes on. Randy looked at his smile. In most cases, Lance, when you pray to God for help, it's your dead relatives. He just says dead like it's no big deal. Loved ones who are sent by God to help you and answer your prayers. Anyways, it was just like, oh my gosh. So I've been asking God, like, almost lost my phone there. I've been asking how, like, so many people are so logical and it gets in their way. And for me, like, I can't always explain what exactly happens. I just know it happens. But this is awesome. So it just hit me like a ton of freaking bricks. It was like God spoke to my soul and said, this is what happens. Believe it. Know it. Trust it. Have faith. Keep doing what you're doing. And for others, don't be afraid. Like, this message is not all about me and sessions. This message is about you and your ancestors. You can pray and wait for them to show up for you. Whatever that takes, just get on your hands and knees and pray and ask. If you need help with a certain child, if you need help with a job, if you need like specifics, pray in specifics and they will show up for you. I just had my heart pounding and I had to share this. So I hope you all have a good day. Okay, love you all. Bye. Oh, let me see. I need to check my messages. Hello. Oh, you're welcome. Is that Lena or Lana? Lena? Thank you. I will ask Father for angels to help me. Oh, I just love you. She's just a gift to this world, aren't you? Okay. Alrighty. I'm glad that that helped somebody, because I don't know why I had to share it, but I was like, all right, when my heart pounds, I can't ignore it. I've kind of made this thing with God where when he tells me to share, I gotta share. So anyhow, I hope you all have a good night. And during this time, just make sure you turn to God when you're struggling. Like, today's been a pretty rough day to me, and a lot of times when I go through stuff, I just go within. Like, I don't know, like, I'm just more of an internal processor, and sometimes I'll talk to a friend, or my husband, but a lot of times I go within, and I think that has to do with, like, maybe a little bit of my introverted nature. Obviously I'm an extrovert too, but like, it's like I just think and think, and today was one of those days where I was just like so overwhelmed, like, and just to like almost at a rock bottom where I just felt like, oh, life is just so hard right now. So you're not alone if you're feeling that. You're not, because I feel that too. And I just happen to remember, like, connect to God. Like, connect to God. When you're feeling so low and so alone, make sure you connect to God. And then he'll pull you out of it. I was sitting in the bath, and I just was like, please, can you take the burdens off me? Can you help me feel calm and peaceful? And can you just help me feel peace? And literally pick up the book and, like, bam, 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 bam. It was like so many answers, so much understanding. So whenever you ask God, he'll answer you, because he answered me when I asked him, how exactly does this work? Why do I see angels? What are they doing? You know? So anyhow, all right. Have a good night. Love you all. Bye.